What's going on, guys? Welcome back to From the Red Carpet. It's episode 17. Wow, 17 episodes already. Anyway, so we have some Wakanda Forever stuff for you today, as well as some Multiverse of Madness news. But the episode's primarily going to be about No Way Home and the multiverse, and just what the multiverse means for the MCU going forward. So, let's just dive right in. Alrighty then, let's start off with some Wakanda Forever news. So, the sequel to Black Panther has started filming, and it looks like Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri in the film, suffered an injury on set recently. So they were doing an overnight shoot in Boston, where Letitia was using a stunt rig. Something went wrong, and she was rushed to the hospital with minor injuries. The actress is expected to make a quick and full recovery, and it's not going to impact filming the movie. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to be a huge movie next to No Way Home. With No Way Home serving as the next Avengers film, more or less. Well, Civil War was like an Avengers 2.5 because of all the characters in there, so No Way Home could be considered like a 4.5, I guess. But Multiverse of Madness is definitely right next to it. It's going to be huge. We'll see Scarlet Witch, America Chavez, Captain Carter, Tobey Spider-Man, possibly Nightmare, and a lot more. So yeah, it's gonna be epic. Wanda, however, is the film's main villain, allegedly, as she causes more fuckery with the multiverse, looking for her sons, Billy and Tommy. It's been reported now that the film will feature a pretty big fight between her and one of the X-Men. Yeah, that's right. One of the ones from the Sony films. It's hard to say who as of yet, though. We do know Deadpool could be an option, as Deadpool 3 is set in the MCU. Or how about Charles Xavier? Patrick Stewart has been talking with Marvel about reprising the role one last time. Or maybe it's Jean Grey. This one seems to be the most popular choice, as the battle between Scarlet Witch and Phoenix would be just ridiculous. But that being said, there's no word of either Sophie Turner or Femke Jensen being tied to the film. Femke? Femek? Famik? Is it Famik? What the hell is up with these names, man? Alright, now on to the big news. No Way Home. We got the trailer last week out of nowhere, and it indeed broke the internet. Like, for real. It even surpassed in-games numbers. And there's a few things I want to discuss in regard of the film. So here we go. First of all, let's note that Flash's hair is now blonde, just to match his comic counterpart. He's just another character being adapted literally for Phase 4, which is pretty cool. And I wonder how he'll react to Peter Parker being Spider-Man. I mean, is he going to be a fanboy? Is he going to be a douchebag? We don't know. The trailer showed us a lot of things, including the return of Dr. Octopus and the Green Goblin from the Sam Raimi films. While this is a good indication that the Sinister Six is indeed on the horizon, fans have been jumping the gun in an extreme manner. It's almost like Mephisto all over again. So let me clear this up. Yes, the arrival of Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina will lead to a villain team-up, along with Jamie Foxx's Electro. But, despite all the freeze-framing and slow-motioning that people are doing with the trailer, there will not be a Lizard or Sandman. Just because you see something crawling around in the background doesn't mean it's the Lizard. And just because you see a giant pile of sand doesn't mean we're getting Sandman. Hell, in Far From Home, people said the same thing, and it turned out to be just fake elementals that Mysterio created. For that matter, people are even starting to say Rhino will be in it. And Kraven? Just calm down, everyone. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Here are the facts, okay? Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Mysterio, and Vulture. They have all been members of the Sinister Six in the comics at one point or another, and Vulture and Mysterio have already been introduced in previous films. So then, who's the sixth? Oh, duh, it's Venom. No, it's Morbius. Damn it, no. Remember in Homecoming how Adrian Toomes was talking with Matt Gargan in prison, and how Matt Gargan got all fucked up on the ship during that fight? Well, yeah, in No Way Home, he will become Scorpion, and probably won't be seen either until the end, or maybe even halfway through the film. He may even just be a post-credit scene. But Scorpion is the sixth villain, guys. I know. In that case, what about Shocker then? No, just stop it. But what if they don't have time to do the Sinister Six in the film? Well, Tom Holland's literally signed on for 3 trilogies in the MCU, not counting any team-up films. So, I guess we're covered there. Moving on. We've all been wondering if Tobey and Andrew will actually be in the movie. There have been so many fake pictures and news. Well, yeah, it's confirmed. Tobey and Andrew will be in No Way Home. They were probably just digitally taken out of the teaser. Honestly, when Doc Ock shows up at the end and says, "Hello, Peter," he's actually talking to Tobey, not Tom. And why is Tom dressed like Tobey from Spider-Man 3? What's that connection? Anyway, so I covered the redesign of the villains in the last episode, but now there's some new set photos of Green Goblin, so here we go. I can't tell if these are even legit, but I do know that they're going with his traditional color palette and adding more purple to the suit, so maybe they are. And he's on a bridge, right where the pumpkin bomb dropped, so yeah, maybe. We'll learn a lot more when we get the actual trailer, which should be pretty soon. And yeah, there's a rumor going around that Venom 2 has been pushed back to 2022, but I can't really confirm or deny that. I think it's bull, honestly. It's still coming out on October 15th, as far as I'm concerned. Either way, it shouldn't affect No Way Home, so yeah. Lastly, guys, I have some multiverse stuff I need to get off my chest. It's been talked about lately that Wanda created the multiverse in WandaVision, but then Sylvie created it in Loki. So which is it? Oh yeah, and now Doctor Strange did it in this teaser. So who exactly is responsible for the multiverse? Well, at the end of WandaVision, Wanda is studying the Darkhold. We then hear Billy call out to her, which is odd because Tommy and Billy were never really real. Just part of the fabricated life she projected. So what does that mean? Well, in Loki, when Sylvie and Loki confronted He Who Remains, at one point He Who Remains said that they've crossed a threshold and he could normally predict what was going to happen, but he couldn't past that point. So does that mean that something happened out of his control? He Who Remains controlled the entire timeline, so something big must have happened. Well, indeed it did. When Peter asked Doctor Strange to make everyone forget his secret identity, he obliged. But the catch is, the spell being cast literally included everybody, including MJ and Ned. Realizing this, Peter freaked out and caused Doctor Strange to botch the spell. Here we see 3 separate rings. Each could indicate a different timeline. Tobey's, Andrew's, and Tom's. And when Peter did the fuckery, they all intertwined into one timeline. This could be the crossing of the threshold He Who Remains spoke of. So maybe that broke our universe into a multiverse. And then, with Sylvie killing He Who Remains, and no one to guard the sacred timeline, it split into a multiverse. Which means that in one of these timelines, Tommy and Billy could have actually existed, and that's why Wanda hears them. I know, it's a lot to consider, and it gets really confusing, but I'm pretty sure this is the right order of events. Hopefully as Phase 4 continues, we'll learn the actual order of how things happened. Hell, they may even explain it in Multiverse of Madness. But, until then, this is my take on it. First, Doctor Strange botched the spell, thanks to Spider-Man, and then Sylvie killed He Who Remains, which led to the multiverse. And there you go. Alright guys, this has been episode 17 of From the Red Carpet. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching guys, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.